Namaste, welcome to BṛhadMṛdaṅga. We are starting a new series called Kalatattvakosha, a lexicon of the fundamental concepts of the Indian arts. This is based on a book published by the IGNCA. And in the introduction to the book, IGNCA mentions that through this book, it is its endeavor to give us a device that can help us grasp the core thought and the knowledge system of the Indian tradition. The series has 4 volumes. The first one is called Vyapti, the second one is called Concepts of Space and Time, the third one is Primal Elements, Mahabhut, and the fourth one is Manifestation of Nature, Srishti Vistar. This series in Mṛdaṅga, the first series, will be based on the first volume, Vyapti, where we shall get to know more about the 8 pervasive terms, 8 pervasive concepts which influence the theory and the practice of the Indian arts, and also how these concepts are interdisciplinary. The underlying world view of any Indian discipline of knowledge has been crystallized in concepts such as cosmos and man, space and time, form and structure, part and whole. And because these concepts are common across disciplines of knowledge, it is important for us to practice an interdisciplinary approach when we are trying to understand how the ancient Indian sciences such as Jyotish and Ayurveda, how Indian philosophy, darshan, and the various branches of arts are interrelated. The 8 concepts that we shall cover in the series are Brahmaṇ, Puruṣa, Ātman, Śarira, Prāṇa, Bīja, Lakṣaṇa, and Śilpa. The approach of study in this book has been to see how each concept has traveled through the Vedas, the Vedangas, Buddhist and Jain philosophy, Hindu darshan, Shastra, Purāṇa, ancient sciences, etc., before finding its manifestation in the Indian arts. So what has been the scheme of interpretation of these concepts? These concepts have not been looked at through a foreign lens, but through the various categories of understanding reality been provided in the Indian tradition itself. And these categories are Adhibhuta, Adhidevika, Adhyatma, Sthula, Sukshma, Para, Vyakta, Avyakta, Vyaktavyakta, etc. As Bettina Bommer, the editor of the book, says in the introduction, the arts mediate between metaphysics and physics, between spirituality and science. So, understanding these concepts will help us reflect on Indian thought and the Indian artistic heritage, and help us integrate the ancient and the modern way of thought, which can then help both India and the world. So I'm going to see you in the next episode, where we shall get to know more about the first concept, which is Brahmaṇ. Namaste.